and it's very rare.
Who's the greatest fighter you ever saw? I mean, man, your opinion only.
It's hard to say, but it might have been Mighty Mouse. Because when Mighty Mouse was in his prime, he was so magnificent. He was so fast, and he was doing things that you couldn't believe how he could do. He hit a dude with a suplex and caught him with an armbar on the way down.
Would just lay there. Oh, hold on.
Demetrious Johnson put out a big statement a couple days ago.
Yeah.
What was your response or reaction when you heard about that?
First of all, when he did his deal, he didn't want pay-per-view. He didn't want pay-per-view. He wanted upfront money. You know, he wasn't very confident in his abilities to sell pay-per-views. He has the lowest selling pay-per-view in the history of the UFC. I think that a fight between him and TJ Dillashaw would be something that people would actually be interested in and could sell pay-per-views and could make money, but he absolutely refuses to fight the guy.
What was your response when you heard that he says he feels like you're bullying him in the media and you're not marketing him right?
We're not marketing him right. We built a TV show around him. The Ultimate Fighter was about what an incredible fighter he is. We put him on Fox many times and tried to build him, and it is what it is. It's not me bullying you. How do you bully the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world?
Well, what are his options right now? Is it take the fight?
Yeah, listen.
He has to take the fight.
The media claims he's the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world.
Right.
I think Conor McGregor is the pound-for-pound best fighter in the world. If you look at what that really means, what pound-for-pound means, and Conor doesn't give a shit. He'll fight anybody, anywhere, anytime. And if Demetrious is the pound-for-pound best guy in the world, then fight TJ Dillashaw. Fight somebody that people will actually care about and be interested in, and there you go.
You guys threatened to shut down the flyweight division if you didn't.
We've been talking. No. That's not true. We've been talking about shutting down the flyweight division for about 3 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You just feel like fans are.
I think that's what he was saying, because he knows that. He knows that we've talked about, you know, doing away with that division.
The chances are, if you win, he wins, that this fight finally materialized.
I have no idea. I don't.
They want it, right?
I don't know what they want.
Think it will actually happen this time?
Nah, I don't think it would happen.
You don't?
According to reports, UFC and One Championship have arranged a fighter trade. The UFC will release Demetrious Johnson, allowing him to sign with One, while the Singapore-based promotion will release Ben Askren, allowing him to sign with the UFC.
look at Demetrius Johnson. It's probably right now the best
Ever.
The best ever, yeah, I agree. Like, man, when I talk about confidence and skills, man, what is the better guy than this?
For me, after the first fight I had with him, I went through, like, I think 2019, it was 2019, 2020 was a huge, like, shift in my life, you know, that affected me differently and my mindset. And so when I lost that first fight to him, I wasn't mad about losing. I was mad about I put so much pressure on myself about being perfect. And it just drove me insane. Like, everything I want to do is perfect. I still had that in me, but...
In what way? What do you mean?
So, I don't know, like, I felt like I remember being in the hotel room and I rewatched the fight, and then I felt like it was just after COVID. So my sister passed during, I was getting ready for a fight, right? This is where it kind of stemmed from. So I was getting ready for a fight. My sister, she died, and then seeing her pass, and then seeing basically the end game of life, right? Like being there and seeing her just like, she's there, and then seeing her go through the trauma, and then her being gone, and then seeing the traumatic, how it affected my mom. I go home, started balling. My wife's there. I mean, that was a huge movement in my life where I was like, that's fucking endgame. Like, doesn't matter what you've done before. You can either go peaceful, you go, traumatic, right? Like, I called Matt. I was like, hey, I'm not gonna be in training today. I gotta go bury my sister, right? And I took a step back and I was like, fuck, man, I'm always training for a fight. Matt even said, after I came back from the knockout, he was like, when you left, I wasn't comfortable where you were at. Like, when you left, I was like, you're just going to have to fight through this. You're going to have to get through it. And then sitting in the hotel room, and I was like, why am I putting this stress on myself? Why? For what? And then that was like kind of like a snapping period. Then when I fought Rodtang, I was like, everybody's so worried about winning and losing. Why?
Because you're gonna die someday.
You're gonna die someday.
Right.
So why the fuck do you worry about winning and losing? Are you having fun? Yeah. Okay, perfect. Who cares if you win or lose?